welcome to Relished. Hi everybody, welcome to Relished. I'm Alli, I am a nutritionist and a yoga teacher, and I'm here to talk to you about nutrition topics on a weekly basis. This week we're talking about garlic. There's lots of history about garlic, very interesting, and lots of health benefits. And then we're going to do a recipe for sweet potato roasted garlic crostini, which I am really excited about. I roasted the garlic already and the house smells so good. And I'm holding just a raw bulb of garlic for my visual aid today. We all know what garlic looks like, but I just wanted to hold it. We always have garlic at our house. So anyway, welcome to the show. I have the chat section up and I can see all the questions and comments. So if you have anything you'd like to discuss, any questions, comments, anything garlic related, please join the conversation. I love talking to people during the show. I've already started the chat. The recipe that we're doing today is called sweet potato garlic crostini. You can find it on relish.com. The link is right there. So click on it after the show. Make it sometime. It sounds delicious. It has a lot of steps to it, but I think it's going to be worth it. I've never made it before, but it has sweet potatoes, it has roasted garlic, it has tahini, it has pistachios, it has bread, everything I love. So, anyway, and it's written by the Reluctant Entertainer. I'm looking at the recipe. I have it hanging on the wall right there, if you can see. Okay, so the history of garlic. There's a lot of history. So, a lot of people, there are a lot of differing opinions on where garlic first came from, where it originated from. But it is strongly concluded that it came from Western China, or Western Asia, or Middle Asia, Western China. So that is the area where most people agree. It was in China, it was a food used for medicinal purposes and remedies ever since 2700 BC. So that's a long time. That's a long time ago. It was recommended for people who had depression. In ancient Indian medicine, it was a tonic used for lots of different ailments, such as lack of appetite, just common weakness in general, cough, skin disease, and rheumatism. And now we're moving on. So we're going into India. Now we're going into Egypt. Ancient Egypt, garlic was very popular. And as time went by, all the Mediterranean all the countries around the Mediterranean near Egypt started adopting garlic as part of their lifestyle. And especially those countries on the east coast of the Mediterranean, kind of near where Egypt is. So that's interesting. The ancient Israelis used garlic as a blood pressure enhancer and body heater and parasite killer. And I thought this was interesting. The ancient Greeks valued garlic and ate it a lot. And although you were not allowed to go into temples if you had eaten garlic because of the smell on your body, which I thought was interesting. They called garlic the rank rose. So that's interesting. We love garlic in our house. We always smell like garlic. So we would not have been offended at the Greek temples, but some people were. Many Greek leaders, army leaders, gave their army garlic before they went into battle because it was thought to help your strength. So that was pretty interesting. And Hippocrates, the physician from a long time ago, around 500 BC, around 459 to 370 BC. He mentioned garlic, and he said it was used for intestinal parasites. Pliny the Elder, who was a Roman physician and scientist, but also the name of a famous IPA beer. The beer has been voted like the best IPA. I don't know if it has been recently, but I remember years ago it was always voted the best IPA. So anyway, that's how I know the name Pliny the Elder so well. Um, he considered garlic to be the universal remedy, and he wrote that, I thought this was interesting too. He wrote that Egyptians used to take an oath, and they mentioned garlic and onions because they were such holy plants in that time. So, I like that. We should do that in our house too, because we eat a lot of onions and a lot of garlic. Garlic was said to be an aphrodisiac. And a little bit more. I got all this information from a great article on a research website that I really like. Garlic was brought to Great Britain in 1548, and then all along the Mediterranean as well on that side of the Mediterranean. Also, Italians and French adopted garlic, used it in their food a lot, which we still see a lot in that cuisine. In history, people have also prepared teas and tinctures with garlic and mixed it with honey, and those were used for lots of different reasons, to help gastric infections, to fight colds, and to just basically help sick people get over their illnesses quicker. A little bit more history, and then we're going to go into the health benefits, and then we are going to go into the recipe, because I'm really excited, and the recipe takes a little bit longer. So in 1858, which we're getting a little closer to our time now, Louis Pasteur wrote that garlic killed bacteria. And later down the road, in the early 1900s, it was confirmed to help keep down the rates of people getting cholera and diphtheria. So that was interesting. And then, lastly, the last piece of history that I found, and then we'll move on to health benefits, but I just thought that this was so many interesting things in history with garlic. So a French phytotherapist used garlic as a preventative remedy during the Spanish flu, or during the Spanish fever, I guess, Spanish flu, Spanish fever. And people in America during 1917 and 1918, people also believed that garlic helped with this and wore necklaces of garlic around their neck, which I thought that was pretty interesting. I did find a little tidbit of information about, speaking of wearing garlic around your neck, about garlic and vampires, a little history and why people believe that. And there are a lot of different theories out there about why garlic has been thought to help people avoid vampires, or why vampires don't like it. A couple of different things, and then we'll move on to health benefits, just because I thought this was so interesting. One theory is that vampires have a blood disease called porphyria, and I think they don't make enough heme or some sort of the major component of blood. And some of the things that happen to people with this condition is that their skin starts to kind of erode, and then they're very sensitive to light and kind of start looking like what we say is a vampire. And also they have a strong aversion to sulfur-containing foods such as garlic. Other people say it's just the smell that, would make vampires not like garlic. And also another theory is that blood-sucking insects like the smell of blood, and if it's masked with something like garlic, they can't smell it, therefore they are not interested. So just some interesting little tidbits about vampires. I thought I just wanted to bring that up because there is an association with garlic and vampires. Okay, moving on to factual information. Okay, lots and lots and lots of health benefits from garlic. So first of all, garlic comes from the allium family, and also in that family are shallots and onions, garlic. So that's kind of the family it comes from. And there are lots of phytochemicals in garlic. And one of the main, and there are a lot of sulfur-containing compounds. And the most common one, the most powerful one that people study the most is called allicin. And it sounds like my name, but it's spelled different. It's Allicin, so allicin. So that is released when you chop or chew or crush garlic. So that's why it's always important. I mean, we pretty much always do one of those things when we're cooking garlic or eating garlic. So that is the important part, is that it is crushed or chopped or chewed to release that allicin, those good components. So what's so great about garlic? I will tell you, because there are so many things. Okay, so it helps promote heart health. In particular, there have been a lot of studies looking at the benefits of it lowering cholesterol, particularly the LDL cholesterol, the bad cholesterol, and also it could help reduce blood pressure, which is also good for our heart, to lower our blood pressure if it's high. So lots of studies done out there. They have found that garlic has really helped with those two components. There was a study where it helped reduce people that had high cholesterol. It helped reduce their LDL by 10 to 15%. They took garlic supplements. So I don't know how much. Just like I say every week, talk to your doctor about taking a supplement or adding something new into your supplement lifestyle for amounts and interactions and all that. It's just important to have somebody that is an expert on it to tell you. But that was just one study. And it has been found, garlic has been found to help boost the immune system. In particular, it has been found to help the common cold, or people with the common cold. There was a study done over 12 weeks during the cold season, so November to February approximately. And people were either given garlic or they were given a placebo. And the people that were given garlic were less likely to catch a cold, or if they did catch a cold, it was much shorter and less painful, I guess, or less painful. And they think that's because of the antimicrobial components and the antibiotic components from the garlic. So garlic is pretty powerful, and it's also used as an anti-inflammatory. I thought this was so interesting. I've never heard of doing this, but I found this in my research, that using garlic oil on sore joints or muscles can help. So the Arthritis Foundation has even recommended that it helps prevent cartilage damage from arthritis. So look more into that if you're interested. I thought that was pretty cool. Sometimes my knees hurt. I might look into some garlic oil. So yeah, I liked that. Garlic there's been a lot of research that has found that garlic is cancer fighting. So they say that the phytochemicals, the allicin, probably some other ones too, have been found to help reduce the risk of cancer or help slow the progression. So that was pretty interesting. It, like we just talked about with the common cold, it acts as a natural antibiotic. It has been found that it could help, especially with bacterial issues like MRSA, where they're resistant to antibiotics. It could be helpful, although they say not to replace antibiotic treatment with garlic, but it could help or it could enhance, is what they're saying. As most weeks I say that whatever I'm talking about has antioxidants, garlic does too. That's so great. So we like to fend off those free radicals, anything that's going to be damaging to our body. Antioxidants are good for that, so garlic's got them. And, this was interesting. So it was one of the earliest performance-enhancing substances used, particularly the Greeks used it during the Olympics. Back in the day, they would give the athletes garlic and that was said to help their athletic performance. So I thought that was pretty cool. And something super simple. I don't know. I don't know if people still do that now, but it used to be used for that before other enhancements have come out into the world now. And it has also been found to be helpful for the skin. So probably back into that anti-inflammatory component. It has been found to help reduce swelling and inflammation from acne. I'm not exactly sure what form that is in, because they say don't put like garlic directly on skin, but garlic juice. Yes, garlic juice. You mean for just drinking or as a supplement? That could be definitely a form used. That's right. I remember having used garlic juice like in recipes before. So that's good. And you could use that in, cooking and soups or as something medicinal. Hey, Kelly. You don't have to convince me to eat more garlic. No kidding. Us either. We definitely have garlic probably every day, maybe multiple meals. So we're all doing good things for ourselves when we are having garlic. So anyway, so it has been found to help skin. So in all the research I found that said the best, most beneficial, strongest benefits you'll find from garlic are going to be from eating it. But there are supplements out there as well. Like I said before, talk to your doctor about what form to take it in, how to take it, garlic oil, garlic juice, garlic supplements, whatever form. So many good things though. So many good things from garlic. So that is kind of a wrap on the history, the little tidbits of information about garlic and vampires and health benefits. Let's jump into the recipe because I have been preparing it this afternoon and I'm really excited to see it come together. So again, you can see it in the link down below. It's called Sweet Potato Garlic Crostini, found on relish.com. And it is written by the Reluctant Entertainer. And I'm going to move my chair. Okay, so we've got everything here. So I'm going to tell you all the ingredients in the recipe, and I'm going to tell you the steps to take, and now we're going to put it together. So you start off with a baguette. I will show you that component now. You slice it, and then you brush olive oil on two sides, and you bake it for I baked it for 7 minutes on one side, 6 minutes on the other. But they're nice and crispy. So this is the crostini. Okay, this is the base of our dish. Okay, and then for about 40 minutes, I roasted a whole head of garlic, and I took it out of the oven. Look at how delicious that looks. Perfectly roasted. And I took it out of the oven early because I wanted to show you how I get the cloves out the most easiest way. And if you have the time to do it, it's great. So I roasted it at 400 for 40 minutes, 45 minutes. That's what they recommend as well in the recipe. And then we also roasted sweet potato. So I peeled it, chopped it into little cubes. We've got our roasted sweet potato right here. I'm very excited about this. We don't eat sweet potato a whole lot in our house, but it's delicious. So, good reminder of how good it is. Okay, and then also we're going to be using some tahini. We're going to be using some pistachios, a little bit of cinnamon. The recipe calls for orange juice. I'm not going to put that in because I don't know if I want that flavor in it, but if you do it, let me know. Tell me on Instagram. My Instagram is @Alli Shircliff, ALLISHIRCLIFF, and let me know. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put this all together. We're going to puree the sweet potato first. So I'm going to put the sweet potato, I'm going to leave a few of these cubes out for my son to have. I'm not sure he'll like the puree, but I thought maybe he'd like the cubes. Okay. Oops. Okay, so we have a food processor right here. And we're going to put, it said 1 large sweet potato. I did 2 medium. So there we go. All right, so we'll do that. That's a good amount. And then we put the roasted garlic in it. So this is my method. So if it's still hot, you can wrap the garlic in a paper towel. That's usually what we do, but this is cooled so much I don't need to wrap it. Oh, thank you for adding my Instagram. There it is, everybody, down below in the chat. Okay, so what I do, it's a little bit tricky because I'm going to do this one-handed, but if it's too hard, I'm going to do it two-handed. Okay, so you just take it and you just squeeze the cloves. Yeah, I'm going to do it two-handed. It's going to be a little bit easier. Okay, you squeeze the whole head of garlic, and the cloves just kind of come out very easily. It might be a little bit easier when it's a little bit warmer. This has been sitting for a while, but they usually just pop right out, which is really great. Okay. A couple of the skins are still there. Whoops. Okay. It smells so good. Roasted garlic is the best. Okay, so I'm going to show you some of the cloves. They just pop right out really easily. Okay, we're going to put those in all of these great things from garlic. Okay, now what else do we put? A tablespoon of tahini. You know, I always use my Trader Joe's products. But here we go. Some tahini. Go in there. And it says cinnamon, a half a teaspoon. I'm just going to put a little pinch just to get the taste, but not super strong. Okay, so pinch of cinnamon. And I'm going to put some salt and pepper in it as well. And it also calls for melted butter. I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil. And salt and pepper. Just one moment. We got my olive oil. Okay. And now we're going to puree this. It's going to be really good. Okay. Here we go. Looks delicious. Okay, I'm gonna just scrape down the sides and add just a touch more olive oil and do another quick puree. Okay, that looks good. Okay. Now, here's the puree. Doesn't look as pretty on the camera as it does here, but because it does look very pretty. Okay, and then we take the crostini, this plate, and you spread the sweet potato puree on the crostini. Hello from Ohio. Always like somebody from Ohio. Okay, and then we sprinkle pistachios on top. And then it also calls for pomegranate seeds, but I wanted to keep it more savory than sweet. So I'm just doing the pistachios. And I'm going to put a little bit of salt. And I'm going to add some parsley because I think that's pretty. And here we go. Doesn't that look nice? So I'm going to arrange a bunch of these. And then I think I'm going to make a curried ginger carrot soup for dinner too. And I thought this would go really nicely. Just keep with the orange theme. And also garlic. I will be putting garlic in that as well. So here we go. This looks so good. I'm going to make another one as we talk. So, lots of history with garlic. Originally found in Western China, and then it moved throughout the world into India, Egypt, other European countries along the Mediterranean like Italy, like France, moved to Great Britain. So it's kind of spread all over. I bet it smells great. It smells so good in here. I know, I really wish that you all could be here right now because it smells great. And these look so good. These look so good. They are so cute. It's like a little open-faced sandwich. And with a sweet potato spread, I like that. I don't know if I've had a sweet potato spread, but it sounds really, really good. Health benefits. Heart healthy. Some research has been done on it, possibly helping lower cholesterol, helping lower blood pressure. It's been found to boost our immune system, especially the common cold, and works as an anti-inflammatory. Some say to rub garlic oil on your achy muscles or joints. Also probably smells pretty nice. There's been some research on it fighting cancer or preventing or slowing the progression of it. It's also a natural antibiotic and an antioxidant. Love that. And it used to be used as a performance enhancing substance used by the Greeks during the early Olympic years. Also been found to help clear the skin. So many good things, and bonus, it's delicious. And it goes so well in so many different things too. So let's make one more. Let's make one more, Christina. Why not? And if anybody else has any questions or comments, what garlic recipes do other people like to make? I really do put it in everything. Like if I make a stir fry, put it in that. If I make a salad, I put it in the dressing. I roast garlic a lot, and we put it on bread. So lots of different options. Okay, we've got 3 on the plate. That just looks so pretty. So pretty. So great appetizer, great little lunch. The spread I think would be really good on some bread with some cheese, or maybe a fried egg. So lots of options here. So anyway, hi Jen, the crostini looks delicious. Oh yes, and this one's vegan. I didn't put the butter in, so it's totally vegan, delicious. I think you'd like it. I like garlic on almost everything. I know, I do too. So I wish I could share this with you all, but please let me know if you make it because I think it's going to be delicious and very versatile. So thank you all for joining today. I really love all the questions and comments. Please keep them coming every episode. And I'll be here next week with a different topic. Thank you all for joining. Have a great rest of your night. And I will see you next time. Okay, bye.